义的。
But don't be discouraged.
但是不要沮丧，不要灰心，
And don't be lazy.
也不要偷懒。
There is so much you can do. You have the power to change your life, your community, and the world.
我们还有很多未完成的事情，我们可以一起来改变我们的生命、我们的社区跟我们的世界。
And in case you're wondering,
如果你在想，
Joe has known me my entire life, from day one.
Joseph 牧师他从我出生的第一天他就认识我。
I have known him from the 8th day of my life.
我是第8天才认识他的。
And he's never forgiven me.
然后他从来没有原谅过我。
Thank you, Daniel.
谢谢 Daniel 牧师所分享的。
I am very proud of you
我非常以你为荣，
and of your family.
也以你的家庭为荣。
I'm going to stick to the text.
我要来看我们的经文。
And I'm going to start with the statement that says that if you don't know who wrote it, you're never going to understand it, no matter what it is.
那你要知道读圣经的一个很重要的关键，就是如果你不知道是谁写的，你就永远不会明白那个经文里面真正要讲的是什么。
And one of the classic mistakes that Christians make is that they don't think.
基督徒最常会犯的错就是不用大脑。
I often say that in most churches, I would say in all the churches, you need to have a sign at the entrance.
我常说，在每个教会里面都需要有一个招牌，上面写着说
Beware,
小心。
thinking is dangerous for your health.
如果用大脑想的话，可能对你的身体会带来不健康的影响。
Because what most of the churches want is the people to come to church
因为大部分的教会是要弟兄姐妹来到教会，
and sit down,
然后坐下来
sing and praise and clap hands,
唱诗、拍掌、
give money,
奉献，
don't ask too many questions,
不要问太多的问题，
and go home in peace. We'll see you next week.
然后平平安安的回家，下礼拜再见。
Jews are different.
犹太人不是这样的，
They always have lots of questions.
他们总是有很多的问题。
And when Jews open the book of Malachi,
当犹太人打开玛拉基书的时候，
the first thing they ask, who is Malachi?
他们会问的问题是：玛拉基是谁？
Because every other book in the Bible starts with the address of who is talking, who is writing.
因为每一卷圣经的书，通常一开始的时候会讲说这一卷书是为谁
Isaiah,
写
the
的。
son of Amos,
以赛亚是阿莫斯的儿子，
that prophesied in the days of Hezekiah, the son of Ahaz, and Yotam,
在
a
西家
list
的王的时代的时候，在那边发预言的。
that identifies him and the time in which he prophesies.
那他就会告诉我们是在哪一个时期他发这些预言的。
But Malachi,
但是马拉基呢，
we don't know who he is.
我们不知道他是谁，
What tribe is he from?
我们也不知道他是从哪一
Who
个
was
支
his
派来的，
father?
他的父亲是谁，
Where did he live?
他住在哪里？
The reason we don't know it,
为什么我们不知道
because
呢？
there's only 2 people in the whole Bible that fit this category.
因为在圣经里面只有2种人是符合这样的一个这样的类型的，
Elijah
以利亚，
and Malachi.
另外就是马拉基。
They're the 2 characters that are very important,
这2个人物是在圣经里面非常重要，
but we don't know who they are.
但是我们真的不知道他是谁
They're。mysterious.
他说，我们可以说他是一个传奇的一个奥秘，
But Malachi is less mysterious
但是马拉基没有那么传奇，奥秘
because we already meet him in Exodus chapter 23.
因为我们在出埃及记23章就碰到他出现了。
Verse 23.
出埃及记23章23节那边，
For my angel, which in Hebrew is Malachi,
我的使者，那个使者的希伯来文就是马拉基，
will go before you and bring you to the Amorites and the Hittites and the Perizzites, the Canaanites, the Hivites, the Jebusites, and I will cut them off.
我的使者要在你前面行，领你到亚摩利人、赫人、比利洗人、迦南人、西魏人、亚布斯人那里去，我必将他们剪除。
You meet Malachi again.
我们再一次又碰到马拉基
many times.
很多次。
One of the important times is in Exodus 32, verse 34.
在出埃及记第32章第34节那里，
God is speaking to Moses.
神在对摩西说
And he says, Now therefore go lead the people to the place of which I have spoken to you. Behold, Malachi shall go before you. Nevertheless, in the day when I visit for punishment, I will visit punishment upon them for their sins.
现在你去领这百姓，往我所告诉你的地方去。我的使者，原文又是马拉基，必在你前面引路。只是到我追讨的日子，我必追讨他们的罪。
As I said, it appears many times.
我说过，这个马拉基其实在圣经里面出现很多次，
But the time that I like best
但是我最喜欢的
is from Isaiah 42, verse 19.
是以赛亚书第42章第19节那边。
And those of you that know me will understand why I like this text.
那些知道我的人就会知道我为什么我喜欢这个经文。
Because it says, Who is blind like my servant?
就说谁比我的仆人眼瞎呢？
Who is deaf like Malachi,
谁比我差遣的使者马拉基耳聋呢？
whom I send? Who is blind as he who is perfect, and blind as the Lord's own servant?
谁瞎眼像那与我和好的？谁瞎眼像耶和华的仆人呢？
So Malachi remains an enigma, remains a mystery.
所以这个马拉基仍然是一个奥秘的人物啊。
Is he the angel of the Lord?
他是从神来的使者吗？
The angel of the Lord appears many times. In fact, Asher Intrater wrote an interesting book about that.
神的使者在圣经里面出现很多次，有一个我们认识的一个朋友就写了关于这样的一本书。
And every time the angel of the Lord appears, it's an enigma. It's something that is mysterious.
每一次圣经上说神的使者出现的时候，你可以说他是一个奥秘性的一个人物出现。
In the Greek Bible,
在希腊文的圣经里面，
which includes the Chinese, the English, the French, the Spanish, all the translated Bibles, the order is different than the Hebrew Bible.
或者我们这样讲，所有翻译的圣经的它的目录顺序其实跟希伯来的圣经是不一样的。
Malachi appears before Psalms.
马拉基书其实在希伯来的圣经是在诗篇的前面。
Before Chronicles, before Ezra, Nehemiah, is the last of the 12 minor prophets.
其实是比大小先知书还前面的，在历代志上下的前面。
But in the Greek Bible, it ends the Old Testament.
那可是，在希腊翻译的圣经的里面呢，它的顺序是在旧约的最后一卷书。
And it is significant
这是有
that it
差别
ends
的。
with this command that God will restore the heart of the children to the fathers and the heart of the fathers to the children.
我们看
That's the
见
last thing in the Greek Bible.
在翻译的希腊文的圣经的旧约的最后一卷书的最后一节，讲到的就是神要使父亲的心转向儿女，儿女的心转向父亲。
And that's because there is not one family in the whole Bible, not Adam and Eve, and not any other family, not King David, not Solomon, not anybody else, that the family was not messed up, that the relationship between the fathers and the children was messed up.
因为在旧约里面，你找不到一个家庭的亲子关系是没有出问题的。
The biggest breakdown in our generation
在我们这个世代最大的错误，或者是最大的一个崩盘是什么？
it is the breakdown of the family, like Daniel said.
就像但以理所刚才所分享的，但以理牧师所分享的家庭结构的一个崩盘。
If my grandparents were alive,
如果我的祖父祖母们现在还活着，
they would have died when they heard that my daughter divorced.
他们听到我的女儿离婚的话，他们可能当
They
下
would
就
have
会
had a heart
心脏
attack
病
on the
发
spot
作，
and died.
他们可能当下心脏病就会发作，就会死去了。
Because in the Shulam family, there's never been a divorce before this.
因为在我们的家族的里面，在我女儿之前是没有一个离婚的例子，
It's a tragedy.
这是一个悲剧啊！
And not being cured so quickly. It's getting worse and worse and worse. As Daniel said, because of electronics, because of whatever.
而且这样的一个悲剧是越来越糟，不是越来越好。
So, the promise that God gives is that there will be a cure
神的应许在这边所说的是什么？会有解答的，
in the relationship between the parents and their children.
在亲子之间的关系有解答。
But it's not only a cure of the nuclear family, of the father, mother, and the children.
而且这个解答不是只存在在原生，就在我们的家庭里面而已。
It's much bigger than that.
这个的答案所要影响的范围是远超过家庭而已。
Because in the Hebrew Bible,
因为在希伯来的圣经里面，
the statement is that the Jews have is that the deeds of the fathers are a sign, a direction for the children.
在希伯来文的圣经里面所讲到的，就是父亲的行为，父亲所带出来的行动，其实是孩子们的一个指标。
And you see it in the book of Genesis the clearest.
而你在创世纪里面看见的最清楚。
Because the mistakes that Abraham made, Isaac made the same.
就是亚伯拉罕所犯的错，以撒犯一模一样的错。
And the mistakes that Isaac and Rebekah made, Jacob made the same.
以撒跟利百加所犯的错误，雅各也犯一模一样的错误。
So the last message that God leaves us with in His prophetic revelation for the world is that the situation in the family will be fixed.
在旧约里面的最后一章最后一节，神给我们一个先知性的信息，讲的是什么？在家庭里面的问题有解答。
But Malachi is considered a prophet that prophesied after the Babylonian exile.
但马拉基被认为呢是在巴比伦，他们被巴比伦掳去之后的一个先知。
And he is a prophet of doom. He's prophesying punishment, punishment, punishment.
他是不断的谈到，在他的预言当中呢，是祸要临到，审判要临到。
All the prophecies about doom, punishment, come in order to get the people to repent now.
那所有关于审判的预言临到，只有一个目的，是要让百姓立刻悔改来回应。
God is not happy to punish His children.
神不是以审判他的惩罚他的孩子为他的享受。
And when I had to spank my son,
当我必须要打我的儿子的时候，管教我的儿子的时候，
I would tell him,
我会
and Daniel,
还有包括 Daniel 啊，
with a belt,
我拿着皮带，
I would take my belt off
我会把我的皮带拿下来，
and I tell him to go into the bathroom and wait.
我会叫他去到厕所里面等我。
The waiting was for two reasons.
等我是有两个原因，
One is for me to cool down and not do it with anger.
第一个是要让我的心情可以平缓，不是在怒气当中管教孩子，
And for him to wonder when I'm going to get in.
然后也让他去那边猜想
To have
到底
time
什么时候
to
会进来
reflect.
打他，所以他有一个反思的时间。
But I would walk in and say,
我会走进去跟他说，
I don't really want to spank you,
我真的不想打你，
but I have to.
但是我必须要打。
And he would say, why do you